All right. I think we're live here. It's kind of crazy. Give it a few minutes, let people come in. Yep. Perfect. 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 Morning, everybody. I'm starting to get some people in here. Give it another minute. Okay, we'll get going here. So the first day we got started, we learned about how to kind of download all the information from Google Contacts, your phone, iPhone and Android. There's ways to do that, right? And any other kind of personal CRM that you have, if you're in some kind of sales business, and if they allow it, go download from that CRM as well. So you have 2 or 3 spreadsheets, right? And then you got the master template. I think most of you did. Then you have then you have what columns that you need to put everything in. And then make sure you indicate the source, but do the columns in each individual spreadsheet first. It takes time. All right. I'm not acting like it doesn't take time. It takes time. Okay. But just make a commitment again around when you want that to be done, and then do it. It's the single most important thing you'll do for your business. Okay. So we talked about that, and then you put the template together, and then you get and we went through some instructions on that. I have those documents available for anybody that wants them. Just send me a link, a DM, or something like that. It takes time, and there's a way to do it. Okay. Then the next piece that you did yesterday was that you started. We talked about audience and alignment, and your audience is your database. It's your sphere. It's your database. It's everybody that you know, that you want to do business. Now that you've gotten into, here's the deal, guys. Now that you've gotten into business and you're in real estate or loan officer or insurance or robots, whatever it is that you're selling. I say robots because I know somebody who sells robots. Fascinating. You've got to get pretty drilled in on kind of like, it's your audience. Is another word to think about it is your community. Who are your people? Who are you trying to be around and help out and solve problems for all the time? Okay, so you're going to get off the right. So I think y'all understand that by now. So that's the lens that you need to look at when you're going through your database and who you want to. So the whole point of this is that you want to get alignment. You want to have one source of information for yourself. And then yesterday in that source of information, let me be more clear about that. That is the people that you know. It's their first name, it's their last name, it's their phone number, it's their email address, it's their address, it's their birthday, it's their Facebook, it's their LinkedIn, it's their Instagram. It's your notes. It's everywhere that you can get a hold of them. You've got it all in one document per person, one place. Okay. That's known as your audience. It's your community. It's also going to become known as your algorithm, right? Those are the people that see your content. Now we talk about your content. So there's a cadence to being really successful in selling for like high earners, right? Really, the really high earners, and real estate's a high commission job, right? So it's super competitive, and consumers are savvy, they're smart, they're loaded with information and objections, and like you have to like bring your A game or you're going to have no game. All right. And it's so you've got to build your strong skills. You've got to, be relentlessly communicating value and being a resource all the time. All the time. And with your audience dialed in, you can do that in various platforms all the time. And you can have really good information, and you have really good, resourceful, valuable information. It has to be valuable information. You just put it out there. All right. And so now we're going to talk a little bit about what the cadence needs to look like for that. We talked yesterday, do a personal post, do a business post, and something inspirational or success based. That's kind of the secret. By the way, that's the minimum secret. I'm only doing between 10 and 15 posts a day, and it's supposed to be like 50, which is bananas. My brain explodes when I think about that. So like when you're thinking you're stressing about 3, just quit stressing about it. That's just the seat at the table, right? That's like just having integrity. Like these are the things you're supposed to have if you're going to do this at a high level. And I know most of you want to do this at a high level. Okay. So once you have your database, you're going to go through the exercise of getting your database, your Facebook, your Instagram, and your LinkedIn synced up. So it's all the same people. All right. And hopefully you're going to get really proactive about it and committed to it. And you're going to do 20 a day. Takes about 20 minutes. Actually, it'll take a little bit longer, and I'll tell you why. For 20 a day, you're going to get, just say you have 1,000 people, you end up with 1,000 people in your database spreadsheet. Okay. And you've got to go, you take 100 of them and just go through line by line. Is this their first name? Is this their last name? Is this their email address? Is this their phone number? Is this their birthday? Don't know. Where's a good place you can get that? Facebook. Okay. Is this their Instagram? Is this their LinkedIn? Great. Are we friends? Are we connected? Are we connected? Make sure you're connected. If you're connected, great job. Move to the next one. Is this their first name? Is this their last name? Is this their phone number? Is this their email? Is this their address, right? Confirm it, confirm it, confirm it. Use your resources to go find them. There's plenty of online resources out there to help you with addresses and phone numbers and email addresses. If you don't have them, if they're in your phone, you've got most of that already, okay? Then when you see them on Facebook, we'll do people that you don't know first, all right? So the people that are not connected in your Facebook, that are in your database, you get on their Facebook, look for what their life journey is, and send them a DM that just says, hey, I wanted to get connected with you. We have this in common, and good job on this XYZ thing that you've done recently or that has happened to you. And that's it. Then you'll get connected, okay? So do that. Okay. That's all you have to do. This is like literally step 1B or whatever, 1C that we're on. The people that you are not connected with, go get connected with them on whatever the platform is. Send them a DM, right? Don't make it impersonal. You're trying to get into a relationship with them. Hey, we know some people together and, I wanted to just stop by to say hi. And it looks like you have this great thing going on in your life. Good job. Or your dog's super cute, or looks like you had fun on the lake, whatever. Then go to the next one. All right. And you're going to do this because what you're creating is a database and a business asset that is in high integrity with results, right? If you have this kind of a database that is this complete and you feed it information, you feed it and you feed value to the people that are in it constantly, guys, your life, it's unbelievable what doors will open for you. It is unbelievable. I'll give you some examples. We have a mortgage relationship with a mortgage company. I've been posting mortgage information. I kid you not, just in the last week, people I haven't heard from in years called me and say, hey, we want to buy houses. There's more than one. And it looks like you're paying attention to what's going on. Let's have a conversation about this stuff. Boom, right? So I've been out of integrity because I hadn't been calling these guys very much, but because of my commitment to adding value and making sure people stay informed about what's going on and what opportunities are out there in the market, they know they can call me and they're going to get good advice, right? And then we're going to work out the rest of it. So you have to be doing this at a consistent basis. And guys, it's so easy. It's so easy to just rip off my stuff and put it up there. I mean, put it in your tone, right? I mean, that's what it's there for. Y'all know R&D is not research and development. It's rip off and duplicate, right? It's totally okay to do that. This information to share with people. That's the whole point, right? You're putting it out there for free. So you're going to do this line after line after line until you have your complete list. Now, for the people that you do know, there's a 5-step conversation process. Okay. And you don't have to do this every time. You should, but you don't have to. Number one is you send them a direct message, right? You just say, hey, I was thinking about you. I got on Facebook. It's, you don't need to tell them it's your week to think about them. They don't care. And, hey, that looks amazing, right? So direct message, right? And then you're going to call them. They're probably not going to answer. If they do, great. Then you get to have a real conversation with them, right? But then you're going to leave them a voicemail. It's Clay, was just thinking about you. Saw that you had this great thing going on. Congratulations. Good job. If you need anything, let me know. Let's connect. Let's go get coffee soon. That's a voicemail, right? So you've DM'd them, you've called them, you've left a voicemail. The third thing is a text. Fourth thing. Yeah, the fourth thing. The fourth thing is you're going to leave them a video text. Just a little video text. You're going to say the same thing you said in your voicemail, and you're going to send it to them, right? Hey, let's go grab coffee or lunch or come over and let our kids play, dogs, whatever it is. And then the fifth thing is you're going to make sure that they get an email from you that has some value about what's going on in the market, okay? It's 5 things. They don't know it's 5 things, but it's 5 things. That is the key to opening or ripping open any kind of barrier into any relationship. I'm going to bring you value. By the way, while you're posting, they're seeing that you're uplifting. You have positive things with your inspirational posts and your success, right? And you're putting information out there about the real estate market. So they see that you're resourceful and you're a trusted advocate of information. So they're knowing and trusting you immediately. Okay. And then they're going to see that you're putting them some personal. So they also see that you're a person. Right. And everybody likes people, most people. Okay. So that's the case. When you're going through, okay, and I bring that up because now that's a piece that you need to know about. That I would consider that to be the ultimate way to communicate with a person. You're going to come up with your own system because you're a person and that's what humans do. And I love you for it. Right. But that's the ultimate way to do it. All right. So you're cleaning up your database and you're working on it. You're starting to have conversations. You're getting the people that you're not totally connected with. You're getting aligned with them. And I'm just going to talk about Facebook. Okay. Getting aligned with them in Facebook. All right. And you're DMing them and you're talking to them and all this stuff. Great. Okay. And you're going to get to the end of this. It's going to take you, it probably takes some of you a month to do this the right way. It might take some of you a year if you have enough people, but I'm going to help you with that. We're going to speed that up. Okay. See, where did I just end off there? Hold on. 50. I'm allowed to have these moments. The top 5 people. Okay. You go, right. So you go through your database while you're connecting and you're having these conversations. By the way, if you get in a roll, you get on a roll in the day and you hit 5 and you still have time and you're feeling pretty good about this, keep going. You have a lot to do. So keep going. This is the number one system that you need to have. Okay. And tomorrow we'll talk about some of the email things that you can send out that are, that I've seen be really successful. And it's really, they're simple rules. Guys, all this stuff is simple. Just has to be done. You want to build a business that you're proud of and a business that you love so you can live a life that you love and deserve, you have to do some of these activities. Okay. All of them. All right. So anyways, the goal to going through all of this is that what I have done in the past, and I will do again next week, is I will clean up my database and then I will print it out again. And I will sit down and I will highlight people that just jump off the page that are good customers, they're repeat customers, they're super connected people. We like them. We can have impactful, we could do a lot of great things together. And you're going to get a list. Eventually, you're going to end up with a list of 100 people. It's called your top 100. Okay. Now, if you don't have that many people, what do you need to be doing? You need to be jumping in the ponds, getting leads, going and doing open houses, doing whatever it takes to go gather people up to like, know, and trust you. It takes some time to do this. I've been doing this for 25 years, 28 years, 5,000 people, right? It just takes time. But the good news is it can be done. You just have to go out there and do it. All right. So for those of you that have more than that, you want to narrow it down to like 100 people. And if you think about 100 people and you think about a week, there's 5 days that you're going to work, right? So, and then there's 4 weeks in a month. So 4 weeks with 5 days is 20 days. If you have 100 people in 20 days, that's 5 people a day, right? That you should be in very consistent communication with for the rest of your life. Those are your top 100 people. They will generate for you, if you do a good job of it, 50% or more of your income. I would venture to say they would generate 80% of your income. Okay. But it's at least 50. And when you get started, it takes a few minutes to, months or a couple years to like get it up and running. But I have seen that databases like that throw off $300, $400, $500, $600,000 a year for an agent. Okay. But you have to be consistent in your messaging. You've got to put stuff out there consistently. You've got to pop DMs. You've got to do text messages. You've got to get belly to belly with them. Okay. But you're going to go through and you're going to have this beautiful spreadsheet with all this information filled out, all this hard work that you've done of getting to know all these people. And then you're going to have them lined up and alignment with your Facebook and your LinkedIn and your Instagram. And they're all going to be consuming your information that you're putting out there that's valuable and helpful for real estate or whatever it is that you sell. It might sound like a lot. It's not enough. All right. It's not enough, but we're doing a basics class here. Okay. So you're going to aim for your top 100. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about email, and then we're going to talk about your pipeline top 5. Balloons. I love balloons. Okay. And then on Friday, we're going to kind of button all this up for you so that you have a system that is easy to duplicate. You probably have a pretty good idea of what it looks like now. Get your database done. Start posting. If you previewed property, which you should be doing every single day. Remember, you sell houses. Should you go look at houses so that you can talk about houses? The answer is yes. It's always yes. Go preview houses. Okay. Get to know the market so you can talk about the market instead of saying, I don't know. Okay. You got to be a valuable resource. Go learn the market. And I recommend, guys, this is probably the best piece of advice somebody ever gave me is like anytime you're doing stuff, just do it in your flight path, your daily flight path. Where are you? Where do you live? Where's your favorite restaurant, dry cleaner? Where do you like to shop, hike, whatever, right? What's your daily rhythm? Preview houses and know the market back and forth in that flight path so that you can have conversations because chances are you're bumping into people that are in the same kind of zone as yours. Okay, there you go. Go do great work.